Good morning, my dear friends. This is the second part of accounting for share capital, that is issue of forfeited shares, reissue of forfeited shares. As I said in last class, when shares will be forfeited, the debtors will forfeit the shares when if certain shareholders they are unable to pay their call money or allotment money in time. The board of directors will forfeit if article of association permits. Certain shareholders, due to their financial constraints, due to their financial limitations, due to their financial problems, they are unable to pay their allotment or call money in time. In that case, the board of directors will forfeit it. The board of directors will forfeit or terminate or cancel their membership or shareholdership. Once the shareholder, once the board of directors forfeited the shareholdership due to non-payment of certain calls allotment, that allotment money or first call money or final call money without which his shares were forfeited, that forfeited amount, that means what are the call money, what are the allotment money or what are the application money have already paid to the company, that amount is transferred to share forfeited amount, is transferred to share forfeited account, and that forfeited account is treated as the gain of the company, and that will finally transfer to capital reserve account. Now, in this part, we'll see issue of reissue of forfeited shares either at par or at a premium or at a discount. Now, my dear students, you see it, what I am given here. Just what I am said now, you just see it here. The share forfeited due to non-payment of calls can be reissued to public. The board of directors has the power to reissue the forfeited shares if the article of association permits. The forfeited shares can be reissued at par, at premium, or at a discount. If the shares are reissued at discount, the discount should not exceed the amount forfeited on such shares. Reissue of shares, reissue of forfeited shares, my dear students, will reissue again either at par or at premium or at a discount. That means previously the shares were issued at par. Now either the shares were reissued at either par or premium or discount, or the shares which had already issued at premium now reissue at a par, premium, discount. The shares which have already issued at a discount now forfeited, and that forfeited shares will reissue at either par, premium, and a discount. Everything, every situation will discuss tit by tit. Okay, my dear students, for accounting point of view, the forfeited shares, if reissued at par, if reissued at premium, if reissued at discount, what are the possible journal entries to be passed in the books of account? Now it is given here. You just attentively listen and carefully see it. The entries in the books of company on reissue of shares shall vary depending upon the situation which are given below. My dear students, As I said, originally issued at par, originally issued premium, originally issued discount. Before forfeiture, when company first time freshly issued at par, issued at premium, issued at a discount. And later stage, some shareholders, due to their problems, they couldn't pay their call money or allotment in time, due to which the directors, the board of directors, forfeited their shares. That means previously the shares were issued at par, now forfeited and later on reissued at that forfeited shares either at par, premium, and discount. One by one, here you given, you see, if originally issued at par, now reissued that shares again, either at par, then, my dear students, one thing mind it, once the forfeited shares reissued again, that will not again at installment. That forfeited shares will reissue at a time. Previously, it was either at application money, allotment money, first call, final call, like this. But now, when that forfeited shares reissued again, that won't like previous one, just different installments and reissued at a time. When that forfeited shares reissued at par, previously it was issued at par, now reissued at par, then the journal entry will be first receive the amount from the public, bank account debited to share capital account, bank account debited to share capital account. Okay. Next, if that reissued at premium, previously issued premium, reissued premium, same journal entries, but instead of writing application money, allotment money, first call, final call like that, we only record bank account debited to share capital account. In case of issue at original issue at par, if reissued par, bank account debited to share capital account. Reissued at premium, bank account debited to share capital account, to security premium account. Reissued at discount, bank account debited, share forfeit account debited to share capital account. Forfeited amount, that forfeited, if that reissued at discount, the discount amount will be put in the share forfeiture account. Again, my dear students, if the previous shares issued at premium, now reissued again par, premium, and discount, like you see in the middle column, bank account debited to share capital account, if reissued par, if reissued premium, bank account debited to share capital account, to security premium account, reissued discount, bank account debited, share forfeiture account debited to share capital account. And the last column you see, my dear student, original issue at discount, but now reissued par, premium, and discount. If reissued par, bank account debited to share capital account, reissued premium, bank account debited to share capital account, to security premium account, reissued at a discount. That means this is the previously the discount situation. Now again reissued discount. Previously these shares were issued at a discount. Now again reissued at discount. Discount situation. Under this situation, so if earlier it was issued at discount, now reissued at discount, this is a double discount. In that case, bank account debited, what are the amount received by the company from the public, that will put in this bank account. Discount on issue of shares account, original discount at the time of fresh issue, that discount will put in the discount issue of shares account, debited. Forfeited, share forfeit account debited, extra discount if it reissued at discount, if there is extra discount. Suppose previously it was issued at 10%, now reissued at 15%. Extra discount 5%. That extra discount will put in the share forfeiture account. Original discount 10% that put in the discount issue of shares account to share capital account. And finally, if there is extra amount available in the share forfeiture account, that extra amount, the balance amount, will transfer to capital reserve account as revenue. That forfeiture amount company will utilize in later stage. Okay, my dear friends, transfer of forfeited shares account, share forfeiture account to capital issue. The journal entry will be in every situation. This is the same journal entry. Share forfeited account debited to capital reserve account. This is the journal entry for every situation. So next we'll see. We'll do one problem. After solving these problems, you will clear everything, my dear students. Now, look at the whiteboard, my dear student. This is the question given. Boston India Limited forfeited 100 equity shares of 10 each for non-payment of first and final call of rupees 4 per share. These shares were subsequently reissued. Give journal entries if such shares were reissued either at par or at a discount 10% or at premium 10%. Huh. Boston Limited forfeited 100 equity shares of 10 each for non-payment of first and final call of rupees 4 per share. The shares was subsequently reissued. The shares were reissued at par at, at a 10% premium at a 10% discount. My dear student, now we'll see. First of all, when company reissued the forfeited shares, it write first the forfeited journal entry. What we have passed in the last class during forfeiture, that journal entry first record in the books of account. That is a common journal entry for all situations. Now, look at the whiteboard now, my dear student. Solution. Boston India Limited journal entries. Just to pass forfeiture journal entry first. When company reissued forfeiture shares, first of all, you pass forfeiture journal entry. Forfeiture journal will be, as I said in the last class, this is a reverse journal entry. A forfeiture journal will be capital account debited to share first and final call account to share forfeiture account. Forfeiture account. My dear student, it is the discount. This the face value is rupees 10. Due to non-payment of this rupees 4, the shares were forfeited. Again, reissue at par, 10% discount, 10% premium. That means when shareholder didn't pay 4 rupees, that means what he had paid? 6 rupees he had already paid. That means after payment of 6 rupees, due to non-payment of this 4, the shareholdership cancelled. Whatever the amount paid by the public, that amount will put in the share forfeiture account. Though 100 shares forfeited, later on reissued same kind of shares. So that 100 into 6, that is 600, put in the forfeiture account. And the non-call money, non-payment of rupees 4, that means 100 into 4, that will put in the 400 in the first and final call amount. This is outstanding amount due to without which the share money. That means what? The shareholder didn't pay this amount, due to which the shares were forfeited, and the total amount is 1000. Debit is equal to credit. So being 100 shares forfeited due to 100 shares forfeited due to non-payment of first and final call. First and final call money. Bus. This is the journal entry of forfeiture. Next will first, the forfeiture journal entry is the common journal entry for every situation. That means either par, premium, discount. This is the common. Based on this, we will determine what amount, the balancing amount, will transfer to capital ledger. We will see the first one, reissue at par, bit a situation. Bit a situation, reissue at par. When company reissued at par, the first and foremost journal entry will be receive. That means immediate after reissue, public will deposit their money in any recognized nationalized bank, which are already mentioned in the prospectus of the company. The company will receive first the forfeit amount, that is bank account debited to share capital account. Share capital account. Okay, that is what amount? Reissued par means as well rupees 10. Par means rupees 10. Reissue again 10. That means 100 shares reissued at rupees 10 fully. 100 into fully paid up, 110, 1000, 1000. Okay. Narration will be being 100 shares reissued, 100 shares reissued. This means equity share. You write all equity. Okay. Bank account debited to equity share, capital account, being 100 shares for reissued at par, rupees 10 each. 1000. One thing you observe it, if company had received all the amount, the company would have not forfeited the shares. Company had forfeited because of non-payment of first and final call. Though it forfeited, the forfeit amount with the company, that is only 600. It remains with the company. Again, that's forfeit are reissue. Again, company received 1000 extra amount. If he had not forfeited, the total amount would have been received by the company. Now it is forfeited means the extra amount will be 600 with the company. Again, 1000 company received. That means extra 600 rupees with the company. That's the extra amount will transfer to self-forfeiture account. If company had not forfeited or company had received total amount, then the company would not have forfeited. Okay, only 1,000 company would have received. Now, due to non-payment, the shares had forfeited. Now reissued. That means again company received 1,000. Previously it was received 600. Again company received 1,000. The extra 600 with the company. The extra 600 rupees will transfer to share forfeiture account. That means capital reserve account, and that is gain for the company. And share forfeiture account debited to capital reserve account. This is a journal entry. Share forfeiture account debited to share forfeiture connected to capital reserve account. Next journal entry, you pass. First of all, reissue bank account connected to equity share capital account 1,000. The next journal entry will be share forfeiture connected to capital reserve account. This 600 rupees will transfer to capital reserve account. This 600. Share forfeiture account debited. Forfeiture account debited to capital reserve account. That is what amount? 600. 600. Let me speak certain meaning of capital reserve, my dear students. Reserve again two types. Reserve again two types. One is revenue reserve. Number two is capital reserve. Revenue reserve means those reserves are created out of revenue profit. Those reserves are created generally out of revenue profit, known as revenue reserve. What is revenue profit? The net profit, as you know already, by preparation of final account, we have already known that gross profit, net profit, the operational profit after doing the transaction by the business, what are the profit get by the company? That profit is known as net profit and also known as revenue profit. Any reserve created out of this revenue profit known as revenue reserve. Okay. Similarly, capital reserve. Capital reserve are those reserves which are set aside out of the capital profit. And do you know capital profit? Capital profit means the profit which is generated after the sale of capital assets known as capital profit. Capital asset means fixed assets, non-current assets. Suppose our father had purchased a building that was rupees 1 lakh. Now we sell it at 50 lakhs. The profit we generate out of sale of that building, that is known as capital profit. It was purchased 1 lakh, but now we sell at 50 lakhs. 14 lakhs is the profit. And any reserve created out of this type of profit, that is known as capital reserve. Any reserve which are created out of capital profit, that reserve is known as capital reserve. And this are forfeited amount is treated as capital profit, and capital profit was generally transferred to capital reserve account. So finally, after forfeiture, if that shares are reissued, then reissue journal will pass. Next, forfeiture journal will pass. Transfer entry, forfeiture transfer to capital reserve account. So share forfeiture account debited to capital reserve account 600, and that is being share forfeiture one transfer to being share forfeiture amount transfer to capital reserve account. Capital reserve account. Okay, this is first situation. Company issued 100 equity forfeited shares at rupees 10. We pass already the forfeiture journal entry. The reissued par again, that forfeited shares reissued par means at rupees 10. So, bit A, bank account debited to share capital account. Next, the forfeiture amount transferred to capital ledger, share forfeiture account debited to capital ledger account. This is the first situation A. Number B situation, if reissued at a 10% discount, if forfeited shares reissued at 10% discount, that we have to pass now. As I said, this forfeiture entry will be the common entry for all the three situations. Bit B situation now, if it reaches at 10% discount, if it reaches at 10% discount, 10% discount means what? Par rupees 10, actually rupees 10, 10% discount, rupees 1. That means 10 minus 1, issue price is 9. That means reissue at rupees 9. Here company will receive 9 rupees at a time. So you pass journal entry, bank account debited, share forfeiture account debited, to share capital account, to share capital account. In normal journal entries, generally, if the shares were reached at discount, we generally pass bank account debited, discount on issue of shares account debited. But here, instead of writing discount, you write share forfeiture account. The bank account debited, share forfeiture account debited, to share capital account. Here, how many shares reissued? 100 shares into 9, that is 900. What is the discount amount? Rupee 1. 100 into 1, that is 100. And share capital account 1000. Narration being 100 equity shares, 100 equity shares reissued 10% discount. This is the journal entries. And now we have to pass forfeiture amount transferred to capital ledger. Previously it was forfeited 600 rupees. Out of 600 rupees, it is adjusted 100 rupees. The rest amount 500 will be transferred to capital ledger account. Here forfeiture amount credited 600 and debited amount 100. So rest amount 500 that will transfer to capital ledger account. Okay, answer. For your better understanding, just you observe it. Suppose if you draw the share forfeiture account, share forfeiture, for your understanding, this will be working note. Forfeiture account, just prepare the ledger. What will the possible ledger? Capital account, share capital account debited, share capital account debited to share forfeiture account. In share forfeiture account, by share capital account, by share capital account, that is rupees 600. Okay, but here you see in receipt entry there is a forfeiture of 100. The possible journal entry will be share forfeiture account, share capital account. In ledger, two share forfeiture, two share capital account again, rupees 100. You make it close this ledger. So 600 in credit side, debit side there is a 100. So difference will be 500 to capital ledger, to capital reserve account. Got my point? How it is 500 rupees? This 500 is the difference between 600 and 100. And finally, that 500 will transfer to capital reserve account. You pass journal entries of capital reserve account. Share forfeiture account debited. Share forfeiture account debited to capital reserve account, that is 500. 500. This 500, there are 5. This is the working note. See it carefully. How we got the 500 and transfer to capital reserve account. Narration being share forfeiture amount transfer to capital reserve account. Capital reserve account. Okay. This is situation B. In every situation, you pass two journal entries. Number one is receive entry. Number two, transfer entry. Receive entry, that means bank account debited to share capital account. If it is reissue at par, bank account debited to bank account debited, share forfeiture account debited to share capital account. If it is reissue at discount, and next journal will be transferred to capital reserve. Capital share forfeiture account debited to capital reserve account. In reissue, you have to pass two journal entries, that is reissue and transfer of share forfeiture account to capital reserve account. Now we'll see, my dear student, third situation at 10% premium. Share forfeiture is the common journal entry for all the situations above said earlier. Third situation will be, that means C situation at a 10% premium. So bank account debited to share capital account to securities premium account. Securities premium account. Bank account debited to share capital account to security premium. 10% premium means what? Face value 10 into 10 by 100. That means rupees 1. Issue price is equal to 10 plus 1. That means rupees 11. Company reissue at 11 rupees. That means 100 into 11. That is 1100. Capital is 100 into 10. That is 1000. Premium will be 100 into 1. That is 100. So narration will be being 100 equity shares forfeit reissued at a 10% premium. This is the situation C, 10% premium. Now we have to transfer that forfeiture amount to capital reserve account. Here forfeiture will total amount 600 will be transferred because there is no second forfeiture account. There is no any further deficiency. Okay. So this 600 rupees will transfer to capital reserve, that is share forfeiture conducted to capital reserve account 600. Okay. You pass journal entries. Share forfeiture account debited. Forfeiture account debited to capital reserve account. Share forfeiture account debited to capital reserve account, that is 600. Narration being share forfeiture account transfer to capital reserve account. This is all about, my dear student, reissue at par, premium and discount. And you see on your screen, I have already provided certain solution of that problem again. This is the question, and in answer, its answer I have already shown you at your whiteboard. But you see it on the screen. This is the question. This is the answer. Yes, this is the complete answers. Just you take 1 minute for observing this solution. On the three situations, at a par, at a premium, at a discount, these are the zonal entries passed specifically on this situation, but question will be given to you fully. All situation will be involved in that question. The reissue situation you have to pass at the end of this problem. After passing application money, allotment money, first call, final call, what are the normal journal entry you have to pass? After passing this normal journal entry, you have to pass this forfeiture journal entry last. And we'll see another question, my dear student. This one is you observe it. Again, it will be clear. ABC Limited forfeited 300 equity shares of 10 each, issued at discount 10% for non-payment of first call money rupees 3 and final call money rupees 2. Out of these, 75 shares were reissued. Again, my dear student, share forfeited 300 shares. Share forfeited 300 shares, but now reissued 75 only. That means this is partly reissued. Either you can reissue it fully or reissue it partly. The total forfeited shares, either company desires reissue again that total amount, total number of shares, forfeited number of shares to reissue again, that is reissued fully, and reissued partly. That means reissue some part of the forfeited shares, not fully. Here, company forfeited 300 shares, 300 equal shares, but reissue only 75 shares. This is partly reissue. Very interesting situation. Discount 10% for non-payment of first call money, rupees 3, and the final call money, rupees 2. Out of these, 75 shares were reissued subsequently. Record the above in the books of the company if the shares were issued at par, 10% 10% discount, and 20% discount and 10% premium. Here there are four situations: at a par, at 10% discount, at 20% discount, at 10% premium. So 300 equity shares, 300 equity shares, company forfeited, but reissued out of 300, reissued at 75. Okay, my dear student, it's just I have given certain solution to this problem. Just look at your screen. Company, no doubt, forfeited 300 shares but issue at 7,500 shares. It is partly reissued, my dear student. And what are the reissue? In case of this reissue situation, you have to pass forfeiture journal entry, dear my dear friend student. You see it here. The first journal entry is forfeiture journal entry. How many shares forfeited? 300 shares forfeited. Here equity share capital account debited. 2. Equity share first call account. 2. Equity share final call account. 2. Discount on issue of shares account, because at the time of issue, the fresh issue, when company issued first time, at the time the shares were issued at a 10% discount. In first problem we have done here, that is the situation of par. Company is issued at par, reissue again 3 situation at par, premium and discount. But now this problem is issued at discount, 10% issue at discount. That is why the forfeiture journal will be at discount. The equity share capital account debited, to equity share first call account, to equity share final call account, to discount on issue of shares account, to share forfeiture account. Amount is rupees 300, equity share capital account, equity share first call account rupees 900, equity share final call account rupees 600, to discount issue of shares account 300, to forfeiture account 1200. For this journal entry, no doubt there is certain doubt, might have doubt in your mind. For this point, I will clear now. You look at the whiteboard, my dear student. Equity shares. This is forfeited. Rupees 10 face value. Issued a discount. At a discount 10%. For non-payment first call money. First call rupees. What is the amount? Rupees 3. Final call rupees 2. Final call rupees 2. Non-payment first call money rupees 3 and final call money rupees 2. Out of these, reissued 75 shares. Okay. This is the situation. Situation is at a par. Number 2, at a 10% discount. Number 3, at 20% discount. Number 4, at a 10% premium. Here important matter is how to pass the forfeiture journal entry. You just look at the whiteboard, my dear student. Here company forfeited 300 shares, no doubt. Reissue partly, that is out of 300 reissued at only 75, not fully. Now you pass share capital account, share forfeiture journal entry, share forfeiture journal entry, share capital account debited to, due to non-payment of first call and final call, the shares were forfeited. To share first call account, to share final call account, to discount on issue of shares account, to share forfeiture account, to share forfeiture account. So face value 10, discount at 10 means issued at issue price is rupees 9. Issue price is rupees 9. Out of 9, 3 and 2, first call and final call respectively, didn't receive by the company from the public. This is the reason behind the forfeiture of 300 shares. So how many shares? 300. 300 into rupees 3. 900. 300 into rupees 2. Final call 2. 600. Discount is rupee 1. 300 into 1. 300. And how much amount the public have already paid to the company? Out of issue price 9, they didn't pay 5 rupees. That means company only received 4 rupees. And this amount will transfer to capital share forfeiture account. That is 300 into 4, 1200. And total amount will be 300 into 9. 300 into 9, 2700. Count it. 1500, 1800, 10 means 3000. 3000. Because discount is there now. 9, 6, 15, 15, 18, yes, 3000. Narration: being 300 equity shares forfeited due to non-payment of first call and final call. First call and you just write call one. Non-payment of calls. Non-payment of calls. Okay. And now this is the forfeiture entity. I think it will be clear. So, but now you see the remainder journal entries. I hope this forfeiture journal entry you have cleared now. 300, 900, 600, 300, 1200. Now the situation, first situation is at par, reissue at par. My dear student, though this is a partly journal entry, partly reissued, at a par means this 500 shares reissue at par means 75 equity shares into 10 company will receive. The bank conducted to equity share capital account. Bank conducted to equity share capital account 750. Being reissue of 75 equity shares of rupees 10 is at the rate of rupees 10 is fully paid up. Now company will transfer its forfeiture amount to capital ledger. In forfeiture journal entry, you see what is the amount of share forfeiture account? 1200. That 1200 meant for 300 equity shares. Mind it. Now company reissued 75. That means we have to convert that 1200 into 75 shares. If 1200 for 300 shares, then how many? What is the value of that forfeiture amount for 75? 1200 by 300. 1200 by 300. 1200 by 300. 4. That is rupees 4 per share. Forfeiture amount per share rupees 4. And into 75, 300. 75 shares into 3. Sorry, 75 shares into 4. Okay. 300. That 300 will be transferred to share forfeiture account. That is share forfeiture account debited to capital reserve account. Here share forfeiture account 1200 has given for 300 shares, but reissued 75 shares. You have to convert that 300, 1200 rupees for 300 into 75 shares. That is rupees 300. And this is the first situation, my dear student. And I hope you will be clear all. And the next situation, the other situation, you can carefully study the answers. You can understand easily. And this is all about reissue of share forfeiture, reissue of forfeited shares to public, and this is very important topic for exam point of view. This is the second part of accounting for share capital. My dear student, this is the second year for all of you. This is the second year for all of you. An important phase of your life. You study carefully. You refer many books available in the market for gaining more knowledge regarding this chapter. And this chapter, few days I have been just glimpses on the fundamentals idea regarding this chapter. Your duty to cover up detail, referring many more books, work out more problems. Okay, and thank you all, my dear student. Once again, I thanks to all for observing these classes.